the Lawrence County Touchdown Club Board of Directors. I'd like to welcome you to our first meeting of the 2016 season. My name is Billy Dunlap. I'm celebrating the 6th anniversary of the one-year term that I agreed to be president 6 years ago. But we've come a long way since then. Our board of directors has done a fantastic job. How about this facility? Let's give the city of Lawrence a round of applause. It's just a tad bit nicer than Lakeside, but it'll do. We were able to fit, we're seating right at 100 people, which if we were seating 100 people at Lakeside, most of you would be on the first tee. So we are happy to be here today. We're here to celebrate football. Celebrate football in Lawrence County. What better way than all of our teams starting this week? We got the Crusaders hosting Holly Hill this week. We got the Blue Hose heading to Central Michigan this coming week to start their season. And then we've got the Cross County matchup between the Raiders and the Red Devils tonight at Wilder Stadium at 7:30. So a lot of excitement. I want to go over a couple of housekeeping things. First off, I'd like to thank our game day sponsors today, which is First Baptist Church of Lawrence and First Baptist Church of Clinton. Please give them a round of applause for attending today's meeting. Now, I'm not going to read the program to you, but please look at the back. These are our game day sponsors. These are our gold sponsors, our silver sponsors, and our meal sponsors. Lawrence County Touchdown Club would not be possible without these people. So please thank them. Our catering today was by Zaxby's, as you can tell. Also, down at the bottom, we've got our board of directors and also our Lawrence County Football Legends Committee. Tell you a little bit about the Legends Committee. We don't use them as much in a meeting, so to speak, like we used to, but they help us get our speakers. If you'll look at that group, it is a who's who in football in Lawrence County, and we utilize them as a resource to be able to get speakers for us, because when Coach Bob Strauch or Truman Owens calls to get a speaker, it means more than when Billy Dunlap or Greg Alexander calls. So we use those guys for that, and we'd like to thank them. Now, our schedule for this year, we're going every 2 weeks. All of our meetings will be here. On September 9th, we've got Coach Bobby Johnson, former coach at Vanderbilt, who is on the committee for the college football playoff. On September 23rd, we have our very own Coach Harold Nichols with the PC Blue Hose. On October 7th, we're still a little tentative, but we think we've got Todd Boyd coming on the 7th. We're finalizing all the details now. On the 21st, we've got David Wyatt. David Wyatt is an NFL agent. He is also the president and chairman of the South Carolina Football Hall of Fame. On November 4th, we've got Mike Ayers, head coach at Wofford, always a great speaker. And then on November 18th, for our Clemson, Carolina, we have Don Munson, the voice of the Tigers, and Todd Ellis, the voice of the Gamecocks. And then for our banquet, where we will recognize the all-county team on December 7th, we have Travell Wharton, former USC lineman and Carolina Panthers lineman. So great group of speakers this year. Worked hard getting that group secured, so we are excited about that. Now, let's hear from our coaches, tell them so they can tell us a little bit about what we've got to look forward to this year. We're going to start off with Coach Harold Nichols and the PC Blue Hose.
Thank you, Billy. So excited about having the opportunity to be here with you today and celebrate football here in Lawrence County. I stand here on behalf of Dr. Bob Staten, our president, and Brian Reese, our athletic director here. We started classes on Wednesday, and really excited about the season getting started. A couple of things. I want to thank Blake and Reverend Harwell and Reverend Stephen Evans. You know, Coach Harwell, we're starting a coach's Bible study in the morning. Coach Harwell's going to be our head coach over there starting next Wednesday morning. So it'll be game day for Blake over there with us, and appreciate you guys supporting today. And we took our football team to the Friendship A&E Church last Sunday and had a great spaghetti dinner afterwards. If you guys want to go hear a great preacher, Reverend Evans, he does a great job. We had a great message to our team, and they do a lot of great things here in our community. So I want to thank them. I also want to mention Coach Ivy. Coach Bobby Ivy was selected to the South Carolina Athletic Coaches Hall of Fame. Y'all put your hands together for Coach Ivy. Y'all don't realize how blessed we are to be able to have those legends on that program, be involved with football in our community and in our county. Coach Ivy, well-deserved honor for him, and has been a mentor and someone I've looked up to for a long time. And but we're here to celebrate football. We've been practicing since August the 3rd. Our guys are ready to play. Problem is, we don't play the next Thursday night. They're tired of practicing, I can tell you that. But I'm excited about the season getting started. We open up with Central Michigan Chippewas up in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. Now, Central Michigan, they are the preseason favorites in the MAC, in the Mid-American Conference. They've got a quarterback by the name of Cooper Rush, who is probably an NFL draft pick. Their head coach, John Bonamego, coached the NFL for about 15, 16 years, with a great quarterback up in the CFL. He's a Central Michigan graduate himself. And he made a statement the other day that he feels like he's got the best quarterback in the country. Now, I've been coaching 27 years. I don't think I've ever been able to say that, but he sure can. That Cooper Rush is a great player. So we're going to have a hard time defending him up there on Thursday night on ESPN. We're going to go up there and give it a good shot. Again, going to the great state of Michigan. Probably the last time Presbyterian College has been in Michigan to play a football game was probably when Coach Galt took the Blue Hose to play Saginaw Valley back in 1979. I don't know, Coach, you might want to be able to give me some pointers how to get up there and how to win. But again, we're excited about getting started. I want to wish all the local high schools that are playing starting out tonight. I know you guys are excited about getting this thing started. There is nothing like football on a Friday night. Now, there's nothing like it. And I guarantee you the main topic of conversation on Saturday mornings for all of our guys on our team is how their high school did the night before and who's got bragging rights and all that kind of stuff. And I know that they talk about that at pregame meals. So there's nothing like high school football. And the great thing about what we're able to do here with this Touchdown Club is we're able to celebrate that and really give back to our community. We are so glad to be a part of that, be a part of this organization, and look forward to coming and hearing you guys talk, and let's talk about these young people and what they do on Friday night. So I want to wish everybody good luck. I know this isn't about me today. It's about these high school guys getting started tonight, but I appreciate y'all letting me come and be a part of this. Thank you.
Appreciate that, Coach. Now, Coach Todd Kirk with the Lawrence Academy Crusaders.
I'm third on this thing. I would never work so. I was getting my biorhythms right over there, and I thought I was going to go last, and here I am first. I said, this place, I don't know. Thank you so much. This is an absolutely beautiful building. I've got to go on that side, but so far this is an absolutely beautiful building. It's a little newer than the Lakeside. Somebody said something about that. I'm in agreement with that. Thank you, Touchdown Club, so much, again, for having us. I'm from the coal mining mountains of Virginia. They don't know how to put one of these things on. They didn't then, they still don't up there, all right? But so I thank you so much for what you've done and what you do for these kids locally. We are very different this year. I am lining up tonight for the first time in my lifetime in an I formation. Harold, how about that? Yes, we are going to an I formation. And I say this a lot. We used to have two running plays. We would run on the field and we'd run off the field. That was the two running plays. And that gets a pretty good laugh. I hope that it doesn't get that kind of laugh Monday or tomorrow morning when we look back at our film and things. We are young. Obviously, we play A-man football. We've got young kids. We've got 12. That's about, I've had 13 before. They're a little older. I'm very concerned about the heat. It's a pretty window, but on the other side of it, it's hot out there. So I'm concerned about the heat this season, and everyone should be concerned about the heat. You're going to have to hydrate and keep watering on your players there. But anyway, I've got 3 seniors here with me, and they'll play a vital role in our game tonight and throughout the season. Let me introduce Jonathan Burns. He's my tailback. All right, big kid, very physical, also plays on the defensive line. Will Price, I've got ADD, I don't take medication, but I should. But this is Will Price. He's my offensive line, defensive line, and I move him around during the game. And he'll play a couple of different positions. He's got a heck of a fastball in baseball also. But he's shown great leadership, both these guys have. And Jack Kirk. Jack plays a little bit everywhere too, some tight end and some defensive line, and he'll play in the offensive line also. But those guys have done an awful good job in a very hard 2-a-day and a very hard preseason this year. So I appreciate what they do. This morning I got a text. I used to get calls, but nowadays we get texts at around 7:30. We've got a kid from China. Hang on a minute. James Yi, Y-E. That is, James obviously is not his first name in China, but we give everybody a name that comes around. We just give you an English, what we call an English name. He said, why do we wear a blue jersey in the mornings? I said, well, on game day tradition across this country, ball clubs wear their game jerseys. And he texted back and said, oh, okay, because we're going to wear burgundy tonight, we'll wear blue today. But James is a new character here, and he's getting introduced to football, and he's got a big head. Now, I'll bring him here before it's over with. And I couldn't find a helmet, and I had to find, I went to Harold's place. Harold didn't have a helmet. I called Larry, there's a Larry guy, helped me, out of Charlotte, that's representative for the Webb, Atlantic Coast. Rydell guy. Larry and something played some pro ball, like they all do. You know, they just represent him. Anyway, he said, you ought to go to Clemson. You ought to go to Clemson. I said, all right. So I called, I think his name's Aiden Reed. Anyway, I go up there and he gives me the biggest helmet that he has. The biggest helmet that he has. And I bring it down and it fits him. I don't know what size it is, but it's a big one. And the kid's about 6'4", he's about 6'4", about 325. All right, he's got a lot of football left. It's not on him yet, but he's got a lot left. Listen here. Nobody knows this about me, and this is about football today. I go to China a lot. Can you imagine this accent in China? I see a family over there, usually about 3, and I outweigh the whole family over there. They're just a bunch of small people. Anyway, this kid, I'm in this education exhibition in a gym about that size out there, and on my way out, I had not said hello to some of the kids there, and on the way I wouldn't say hello. And I had an agent with me, and he said, you ought to say hello to that kid over there. And I was going, whatever. You know, so I walk over, and I'm in a hurry, and I just keep looking and looking. I just keep looking up. And I shake his hand, and I said, what's your name? He said, James. And I said, what are you doing, James? He said, I want to play basketball for UCLA. I said, do you really? And he said, yes. And I said, you might want to try football before you try basketball at UCLA. But anyway, through time and a bunch of paperwork and agency time, he made his way to Lawrence Academy. He'll be dressing tonight. I don't know if he'll play or not, but he's made himself a character on our ball club and really in our school. But anyway, he's been quite a story so far. But we are excited about tonight. All right, I'm concerned about the heat. You all, the rest of you, better be also. All right, get a lot of water in you. We've got a Holly Hill team coming in here that's always physical. We played a couple of state championships against them. We split with them. We won one and lost one. But Don Shelley's a good friend. He's the head coach down there. They're going to run the I formation right at me. They're going to come right at me, and I hope that we can last in there and tackle their back a little bit. And hopefully our new I formation, I almost forgot what drive block it was, but we can try to do that a little bit. Hopefully we'll block a little bit for Jonathan Burns. Our numbers at our school are up, but our number in football is down. And I say this and I say it a lot. All right, football is hard. If it's not hard, you're not doing it right. It is hard. It's hard to find guys that will go out in the sun out there twice a day for 3 weeks or 2 weeks and say, you know what, I'll be here till the end. It's hard to find them. And it's getting harder. I appreciate the importance of it here. Thank you so much. And this may be the biggest crowd I've seen at the Touchdown Club, and it might be because you had seats. I don't know. But I appreciate you coming so much. Anyway, I don't want to take much time here. Thank you all so much. All right?
Thank you, Coach. All right, now it's to Clinton and Lawrence. You pointing to him, but you're the visiting team, so I think you're gonna have to speak first.
I just want to reiterate what Coach just said, and again, it's a blessing, and it's an awesome time that every single time we have a chance to come out here and just to get to see people that love these kids, and because that's what it's all about. You know, sometimes as adults, we kind of get in the way and we forget that the game, that school is for the students, it's for the kids. It's not for me. You know, I've had my time in the sun and had a chance to do what they're going to have a chance to do tonight, but it's awesome to see that y'all come out here and support them and love them each and every Friday night and every other week here, and we do appreciate y'all very much. This community has been awesome to us in the last couple of years. Just an example, this past summer, just like every summer, we took our varsity football team to FCA camp. We had 41 people in Lawrence County donate to us to help make that happen. And of the 43 players that we took, 36 of them made a commitment that we can't provide them ourselves. But by your generosity and the things that you've allowed us to do and just the love you've shown us, we had an awesome time, and we came out of that weekend with, again, something that nobody can ever take from any of our young men, and we appreciate you very much for that. We've also partnered with Founders Bank, which I know Coach Webb and them have as well at Clinton. You're going to see some nice new additions to our stadium, some nice things that they've done to help us out to promote football. There's a lot of other people in the room that have done some unbelievable things, and I'm not going to start mentioning those because I'll leave somebody out. But you know, football is becoming more and more and more and more important here, just like it was when I was a kid, when we drive across the lake and come over here and have a bloodbath with the Lawrence Raiders, okay? Have a bloodbath with the Clinton Red Devils, okay? Some of my worst experiences in my life were in Wilder Stadium. 1988, junior year. Played some kid, he went to NC State. I think he ended up getting leukemia. My head still hurts from how hard he hit me that Friday night, knocked me completely out. 8th grade year, we drive over to Northside Middle School to play Bell Street. We're getting off the bus thinking we got to check these cats' birth certificates because it was quite evident by all their beards and mustaches that they shouldn't have been playing for Bell Street. And there wore our fannies up and down the field. They beat us 15-10, but it really wasn't that close. I was playing quarterback at the time, threw a touchdown pass, what I thought was a touchdown pass to Larry Hodges, a buddy of mine. He dropped it, and on the bus, I called him Butterfingers after the game, and our head coach at the time, did what a head coach should and talked to me all the way home. He talked, but for 30 minutes, I had to listen how that was wrong with me calling Larry Butterfingers. And so, 2 years ago, had a chance to go over there and play again. Unbelievable experience. Never been to a Lawrence Clinton game before. I didn't realize so many Lawrence people stood on our fence and yelled at us, but that was the case, and I'm sure it will be tonight. But it was a great experience, and we're excited about having an opportunity to go play the Red Devils tonight, and what should be an unbelievably great game and just a great atmosphere. And what Coach Nichols said, this is what football is all about. Okay, nobody's getting paid. They're playing for the love of the game and the love of each other, the love of their teammates, and just to the love of their community, to represent them in the first game in a heated rival. It doesn't get any better than that. Okay, it doesn't get any better than that. Before I keep going, I just want to real quick. I brought our senior captains with us. I'm going to talk about them just briefly. Most of y'all know them. We'll start with Jalen Walker. Jalen Walker is one of our defensive linemen. Great kid. He's committed to Coastal Carolina right now. If you meet him, or if you meet, and guys, that's the thing we're the most proud of. You meet our guys on the street, and you're going to know them. You're going to know they're a Lawrence-rated football player by the way they conduct themselves, by the manners that they show you, and by how they treat you when they meet you. And Jalen's certainly no exception to that. Unbelievable player, but even a better young man. Sonny Carlay is our starting offensive tackle. Sonny's going to University of South Carolina. He's one of those high SAT, super smart guys, and I say that because that's important. It's important for us to have great student athletes. He was like selling water in the desert when we started doing the recruiting process, because who wouldn't want somebody that big that's got close to 1,300 SAT and all that? So, I think that's something that gets lost in today's game. People still think there's loopholes that Harold can get people in the back door. I promise you can't do that at PC or anywhere now. There is no just how good you can play anymore. And I don't think sometimes we realize that being a great student athlete is first and foremost our goal, and then everything else takes care of itself. Because if you're good in the classroom, you're going to be good on the field. People that are good at everything. And again, that's also about something. Then we got Hunter Medlin. Hunter's our starting center and snapper. Again, unbelievable football player. He's really come on the radar hard. He's got several 4 or 5 college offers now. I'm hoping that that's going to even keep getting bigger because this kid can play, and he plays it the right way. And it's exciting for him and his family. They've all been great to me and great to our team and great to our school that we have them here with us today. I just want to, just briefly, and I'm not going to go through anything else, but we've had a great off season, a great preseason. I'm going to quote Coach Sweeney just because he has a 5-gallon bucket full of quotes, but I think something that we've learned in the 2 years we've been here, and I've heard Coach Webb mention this, a lot of coaches mention this, and one thing that people don't realize now, especially when you're trying to build something right, is that there is no elevator to the top. If you want to get to the top, you got to take the stairs. And that's something that we've done. And in year 3 now, we have taken steps to give our team an opportunity to accomplish something truly special. And that doesn't just happen overnight. It takes time. And it's still a process. And you got to love the journey. You got to love all that stuff, all that Nick Saban stuff that you hear all the time. And but it's true. You can't just pour some water on something and make it grow. Not in football, not in today's game, not with some of the things that Coach Kirk mentioned. It's not easy now. Kids will walk away in an instant. You can give them the wrong set of cleats and they'll quit. It doesn't take much of anything. There's very little commitment level being taught to our youth. I joined the 6th grade gymnastics team just because my girlfriend was on there. Well, I got out there and I realized I was the only boy. But my granddad made me stick through that 6 months to the end and get completely humiliated in our gym because I committed. And I had to honor that commitment. And nowadays, kids will come, they won't even tell you that they quit. They'll just not show up. Kids from people you wouldn't think that they would allow their children to do that. But we're dealing with a lot different deals now than people dealt with years ago. It's a completely different dynamic. But we're fighting it, and we're trying to teach our guys that, hey, when you have your own, this is what you should do. Here's how you should handle it, and so forth. So we're excited about tonight. We, again, appreciate all of y'all here. Appreciate all you do for our youth. Again, it's all about them, and we're excited. Hope to see y'all at the game tonight.
All right, now the home team tonight, Coach Andrew Webb with the Red Devils.
So thank y'all for having us. We look forward to getting up here in the fall to come celebrate football in Lawrence County. This is important. Football is important. If you don't know how important football is sometimes, I by all means, I can put things in perspective. I know that, but come right around with me for a little while, and you'll find out how important football is in the city of Clinton. And I believe the city of Clinton right now is about to burst for 7:30 tonight. Our school's about to burst for 7:30 tonight. And, we're trying to get to 7:30 with everybody we got a crazy day at school. Crazy days at school will make a football coach freak out. I want to know they're in class. I want to know they're sitting down. We got stuff going on all over the place. So I'm kind of ready to get back there and make sure our guys are all right, but they're about to burst at the seams for 7:30 tonight. We have also had a fantastic off season. We've had a great spring. We've had a great summer. You'll see our guys. They have the names on the back of their uniforms, and that's the first time we've ever done that in Clinton. And that's not something that we gave them. It's something that they earned. And we felt that during the summer, we felt like our summer weight program needed a shot in the arm. And we always just kind of said, hey, we got 30 workouts. If you make 22, you get a t-shirt. Well, kind of felt like as long as I was going to get my 22, I didn't care if my teammate only had 5, So this year we raised the standard, put 80% for our team, not for an individual, for a team. And we just kind of said, screw all these t-shirts. Either we're going to make this 80% as a team or we're not. And, all of a sudden, somebody didn't show up. There's 4 or 5 guys showing up to pick this guy up, or going over there to get on his phone and find out why he's not there. But our entire team, if we met 80%, they got their name on the back, and we finished our summer with our team making 81% of our workouts. Compared to last summer, it was 68%. You go all the way back through the 2000s, including a state championship team, the highest summer percentage we ever had was 77%. So, these guys have worked extremely hard. They also are working with a chip on their shoulder. We have fun when we play. We have fun when we go work. We have fun being together. We have fun with all those things. But I'm also telling you that football in Clinton is important. And it is not only important to us as adults, it's important to them too. We sat down and had a team meeting during our football camp, and I asked these guys, what are your goals for the season? I can sit there and say, I want to win all these things. That doesn't matter. What are your goals? And what are you willing to do to get them? And they ended up setting 7. I'm not going to go through all 7 of those goals, but one of the top is earn respect. That's what they said. They want to earn respect from their classmates. They want to earn respect from our community, and they want to earn their respect back for the name of Clinton, what Clinton football is. The next thing they had to do was talk about how they were going to get there. This is kind of where our football program has grown, and I'm telling you it has grown. Am I telling you we're going to go 10-0? There ain't no guarantee. This is what I am telling you. Tonight at 7:30, you're going to see 11 people go out there on that field that ain't afraid to go hit you. We go stand these guys up. We have nobody on our team looks like these guys. No 3. All right. These guys, they have what I call football coaching backsides. All right. Because when these 3 backsides come by, you look twice. All right. We don't have that. We've got guys that they're not big, they're fast. They're not wide, they're skinny. But these jokers will go hit you. And they will hit you, and they will hit you. If we're gonna win tonight, if we're gonna win the rest of the season, our little fast guys are gonna have to play more physical than our opponents. And these guys, they're ticking a little bit different. They're ticking a little bit different than we have in the past. And these 4 I brought with me, they're all seniors. They're all 3-year starters. Number 41, Arkevis Brown. Arkevis is a linebacker and a running back for us. He's done a fantastic job. Never said a word. He 2 weeks ago, we had our jamboree last play of the game. Quarterback rolls out, gets his elbow up, and Arkevis just obliterated him. And he didn't get up. Arkevis didn't get up. I said, what in the world? Arkevis always gets up. I go out there. Arkevis got gashed. Quarterback said like a gash in the head. He had to go get like 10 stitches, right? But he's good to go. Coach, I'll be all right. Doc said I can't put my helmet on for a couple of days, but I'll be all right. So he's out there practicing with no helmet on. But Arkevis is a tough rascal, real good football player for us. Number 10, Charlie Craven, he's our quarterback, 3rd-year starter. I cannot have any more confidence in a football player than I do Charlie Craven. Charlie Craven does what is right, does what is right outside of school, does what is right in school. He leads his teammates. He makes fantastic decisions, and we have really kind of given him the keys to our offense. He's not a big fella, he's not a extremely fast fella, he's a football player. And he's going to have a lot to do whether we're successful or not. Number 11, Dante Reeder. Dante is an athlete. He's an athlete. He's played quarterback before, he's played running back before, he's played tailback before. He plays wide receiver for us. He gets out there everywhere. He is a football player. He's a worker. He has shoulder surgery in the off season. And coach, wherever I get the team is where I want to be. And right now, probably most of the time, it's that wide receiver. An outstanding young man, real good football player. We're real proud of the way he's worked to get back from shoulder surgery. Number 25, Zykel Livingston. Ticking different. That's our middle linebacker. That is our Mike linebacker. Tough as nails. Try to knock the pee out of it. And guys like him are the reason that we are moving our program forward. Plays with a chip on his shoulder. You can't go out there in middle linebacker. I don't even know how much Zykel weighs. It doesn't matter. You can't go out there and play middle linebacker at that size if you ain't got a chip on the shoulder. And these guys have got it. And he plays wide receiver, he plays running back. You know, he's on special teams everywhere. But these 4 guys, we're proud that they represent our program. And you know, I can't say this enough about our guys. They are fighting to earn respect. They are fighting to earn respect. And you know, we can't wait for 7:30 tonight. It should be a fantastic atmosphere for both communities. You know, I remember where I was standing in the weight room about a year and a half ago, I guess, when me and Coach Reiner talked about playing this game first. And kind of the first pros and cons, first pro to come out was, man, just think about the atmosphere for both communities. So we can't wait 7:30 tonight. Hope to see all you guys there, and you know, we hope it's a fantastic atmosphere for all. I wish you the best. I hope you have a miserable 2 hours tonight. All right, thank you guys.
Appreciate that, Coach. Guys, as you can see, we've got 4 great representatives, 4 great men leading our programs in Lawrence County. And even better, we've got great kids and great players. So let's give them all one round of applause.